Maria stands in a quiet cemetery, arranging flowers on a fresh grave. Her hands are rough from years of digging, but they move with surprising gentleness. Now, you might think being a gravedigger wasn't exactly her childhood dream, and you'd be right. But here's what stopped me in my tracks. Maria is genuinely happy. Not Instagram filter happy, not living my best life happy, just deeply, quietly content in a way that makes you question everything you thought you knew about finding your purpose. And then there's Rebecca. On paper, she was crushing it. Harvard degree, fancy consulting job, the kind of LinkedIn profile that makes you feel like you're falling behind in life. You know the type. Then one day in 2019, Rebecca did something that shocked everyone. She walked into her boss's office and quit. Not because she failed or was failing, but because she'd succeeded so perfectly. And that success taught her something different. This whole idea of finding your purpose might be making us miserable. Think about it. We're all chasing this idea of a perfect path, aren't we? It's almost like there's some magical career destiny waiting to be discovered. If we just read enough self-help books, drop thousands of dollars on life coaches, take endless personality tests, like there's that aha moment when everything magically falls into place if we wait long enough. Studies, on the other hand, tell a different story. Researchers followed professionals for 20 years and discovered that the happiest, most fulfilled people weren't the ones who found some perfect predetermined purpose. They were the ones who rolled up their sleeves, experimented, adapted, and created meaning along the way. It's like our brains are playing a cruel trick on us. They're wired to crave certainty, but purpose isn't something you can pin down. The harder you try to grab it, the more it slips through your fingers. It's nothing like a destination with clear GPS coordinates. It's more like a path you create as you walk. Look at Maria back in the cemetery. She's not changing the world in ways that make headlines. She's not building rockets or closing million-dollar deals, but she's found something most of us miss. Purpose isn't about having some extraordinary calling. It's about bringing dignity and intention to whatever you're doing right now. We're drowning in possibilities. Every time we open social media, we see 1,000 different lives we could be living. Career coaches promise to help us find our true calling. Self-help gurus talk about passion like it's some kind of superpower. But truth is, the people most obsessed with finding their purpose often end up the most stuck. They're so busy searching that they forget to live. Research shows they're actually more anxious and less satisfied than people who just do things. Remember Rebecca? After quitting her job, she didn't immediately discover her grand purpose. Instead, she did something braver. She started experimenting. She volunteered, took random classes, tried things that scared her. Today, she runs a nonprofit helping others navigate career transitions. Not because the universe destined her for it, but because she built it, step by step, through real engagement with life. Listen, you don't need to wait for some cosmic sign to start living meaningfully. Your purpose isn't hiding in another personality test or self-help book. It's in the small choices you make every day and how you show up for your work, your relationships, your life. Stop waiting to find your purpose. Start creating it. Maybe you're thinking, but how can I create purpose if I don't know what it is yet? That's exactly the point. You create it by doing, by trying, by failing, by showing up, not by waiting for it to find you. So here's my challenge to you. Stop searching for purpose and start creating it. Take that class you've been curious about. Start that project you've been dreaming of. Bring more intention to what you're already doing, because the real tragedy isn't living without a perfect purpose. It's spending your whole life waiting to find or discover one. I'll catch you in the next video.